Hello everyone and welcome back to Bitcoin Tips. So in today's video I am doing what I have found to be a couple of really good strategies for the free Bitcoin Multiply BTC game. So if you didn't see my last video or my last two or so videos ago, I talked about what free Bitcoin is and what they have to offer. Free Bitcoin is a great site for anybody in cryptocurrency, whether or not you're a new person coming in. It's great for new people, but just because it's great for new people doesn't mean that if you've been doing cryptocurrency for 2 or 3 years that it's a non-helpful site. I still use free Bitcoin almost every day, and I am coming up on 4 years in cryptocurrency, and it's great because it gives you free Bitcoin regardless of what the market's doing. If the market's down, you're still getting the same amount of physical currency in Bitcoin. If the market's up, you're still getting the same amount. And they offer a ton of different ways to win and earn more Bitcoin every time you play. So basically, I'll just claim my one free roll here right now, get another 620 Satoshis, but if you're interested more in what all these different things do, go check out my other video on free Bitcoin, and where I go in much more depth of what everything they have to offer. Today we're going to be focusing on the Multiply BTC section. So if you're not familiar with what this is, basically it's a high-low game. You bet high, you bet low, you either win or you lose. As you can see, I'm losing quite a bit. There we go, there's one win. So I lost like 9 Satoshis compared to winning 2. So there's a lot of different controversy and strategy over if these games are worth playing. And I'll start off here before we get into more of these strategies, is you're not going to get rich off of this. You can find a very foolproof strategy, but there is always a chance that you will lose. So please remember that going into this, you always have the chance of losing, regardless of how careful and how many numbers you use and the math behind these numbers. You always still have a chance of losing. Now, I will say that the one most certified way to minimize your chance of losing is to have more in your balance. Be willing to bet more to win more, and I'll explain why with my first strategy here. So, both these strategies run off of the auto bet section. Now, like I just said, both these strategies do require you have some Bitcoin in your account. These strategies most likely will not work if you have a basic account where you're just playing with what you claim from the free BTC section. Even with the top tier maxed out 620, it just changed, but 620 is what I usually get, you still probably shouldn't be using these strategies because they require you to lose. Now, that might not make sense, but I'll explain more as we get on why it requires you to lose. So, the first strategy here, if you're just playing with little tiny amounts of Satoshis, your best bet is literally just clicking high and low on here like I'm doing right here. You can mess around with the bet odds and how much you're betting and stuff, but manually betting when you have probably below, I would say 10,000 Satoshis is probably your best bet. Even 10,000 Satoshis is pushing it. But that is the best way to multiply your Bitcoin if you have a low amount. So, switching over to the auto bet section here, the first strategy that I'm going to show you here. And real quick, before we get into the strategies, I do just want to say a lot of people make these videos about strategies and stuff like that, and you watch the full video and you get to the end and find out that you have to pay $30 or $60 or even more than $100 for the strategy. This strategy that I'm showing you guys here is completely free. I'm not going to charge you for any of it. You're not going to have to pay to get a script or to get 2 numbers. Everything will be shown. Nothing's going to be blurred out. And the only thing that I ask is you do use the link in the description below. It does help out the channel. It helps out with videos like this, and it helps bring other videos of other news sites. So if you are new to free Bitcoin, please use the link in the description below. That's all I ask. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to learn more. So, first strategy, you're going to want to leave your base bet at 1 Satoshi. You don't need to do anything to your max bet. You're going to put your bet odds at 3.3. So just like that. Number of rolls, normally I just put in a ton of zeros. Now obviously I'm not going to let all of these run out in this video, but this strategy is more meant to just run. Let it go 24/7. Now again, with this strategy, the more Bitcoin you have in your account means the more you will be able to lose and still win. So with the 3.3 average, you have like a 32% chance of winning, I think, or maybe even a little less than 30% chance of winning. So you are going to lose. That's why these minimum little tiny amounts of Satoshis are not going to help you. So if you have, I'll just say 1 Bitcoin in your account, you're going to be able to lose a lot more times and still win than someone with, like even me, with 212 Satoshis. I would not feel comfortable letting this run overnight with just this little amount of Satoshis. So keep that in mind. Now you're going to go to on lose, increase bet by 51%. And then you can always do the do not refresh and randomize client seed if you like. That does not really affect it. That just changes your client seed before each roll. And then you're good to hit go. So now you're going to see that it is winning very small amounts because you are starting with just 1. But as you lose, the amount that you win increases. So over time, I have let this run before for about 36 hours in one session, and I ended with about 350 or 375,000 Satoshis that I had profited. That might not sound like a lot for 36 hours. But remember, I did nothing. I just set the numbers and hit go. And another way to earn is claiming the bonus. So if you claim your bonus here, claiming like a 212 Satoshi bonus, that'll double. And then you just have to gamble a lot, and it will eventually double your balance plus whatever you win. So this strategy that I just showed you with these numbers here they are again, works really well with a bonus. So just make sure you read the bonus terms and conditions. Make sure you know what you're getting into for that as well. So the second strategy that I'm going to show you, you want to change your minimum bet to 3, change your max bet to 0.2 Bitcoin, which now again, this does work better if you have a larger balance, but just keep that in mind. You're going to change your bet odds to 40. Number of rolls, this one I usually keep at between 100 and 10,000. I'll put in 1,000. Keep it on bet high. You don't need to do anything on win. And on lose, you're going to increase bet by 32.9%. And you're going to change odds to 4.44. So basically what this one's doing is it's giving you a pretty small chance to win big on your very first roll. Then after that, your odds are 4.4%. So that, and you're increasing by 32% after each time you lose. So now this one, you can always keep these on as well. I didn't mention that. This one you're going to earn a little bit quicker, but you do you can't lose as many times in a row with a small balance, if that makes any sense. So basically what it is if you have, say you have 1 Bitcoin, now these numbers are not exact, this is just an example. Say you have 1 Bitcoin, you might be able to lose 100 times in a row before that 1 Bitcoin is gone and you can't make another bet. But if you only had half a Bitcoin, you would only be able to lose 50 times in a row. 0.25 of a Bitcoin, 25 times in a row. So you get how it goes down with the lower percentage of your balance, how many times you can lose in a row. So ideally, that first strategy that I showed you, if you had 10 Bitcoin in your account, that would be a great strategy to use because you would be able to lose many times in a row where it would be statistically, I would be questioning the site if you lost all of that Bitcoin by losing in a row. Statistically speaking, you should not be able to lose that many times in a row with either even a 4.4% chance of winning or, like I said in the other one, a 3.3. So as you can see, this one is earning much quicker. I've rolled about 500 rolls so far, and I am still in the green. So again, this one's a little bit less autopilot. It does require you to kind of click every 1,000 rolls or 10,000. If you are willing to take a risk and put in maybe 10,000, 100,000, a million rolls, go for it. I'm not going to tell you. You guys can totally experiment with these strategies. These are just two strategies that I have found that worked fairly well for me in the past. So we're going to stop this because it is getting a little laggy. So those are my two strategies, plus the little one if you are small balance here, manual bet, high and low, learn about it a little bit, stuff like that. Yeah, so those are the two strategies that I recommend for free Bitcoin. Remember that this is a gambling game. You always, always, always have the possibility of losing. Just because I've been winning multiple times, I mean, I've had strategies that work for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then suddenly they lose. So, again, really, one of the biggest tricks is to have a large balance. Don't start out with a small 20, 30 Satoshis and then be upset when you lose, because you will lose it. And even this 215,000, I could still lose. Even if I had one Bitcoin, I still could lose. So please, please, please remember that. Again, if you're new to free Bitcoin, or if you really like the channel and want to just sign up with a new account, the link is in the description below. I would really appreciate it if everybody uses that link. Again, this is free of charge. There is no extra fee to get these strategies, so I hope you guys enjoy that. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a like. If you didn't, give it a dislike, and let me know why you didn't like it. If you have any questions or comments about free Bitcoin or these strategies, leave a comment. And again, I recommend everybody sign up for free Bitcoin because they are giving away free Bitcoin. Links in the description below. Please like, share, and subscribe to my Bitcoin Tips YouTube channel to learn more about spending, collecting, earning, and investing different types of cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.